What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and there's a huge thunderstorm outside, so fingers crossed we don't lose electricity right now. So today I am going to show you a Wayfarer's Tale, a game that's coming to Kickstarter. This is going to be a gameplay video. I was given an opportunity to review it, and it is like just one A4 print and play version of the game. There's going to be way more. This is just a little condensed version of the game just to show you how it works, but there's way more things that's gonna be in a box. It's gonna be way bigger game. So yeah, today I'm gonna just go through a gameplay video of one A4 paper sheet of the game. This is all that you need. Of course you get some rules, to explain you how to play the game, but what you need is just a A4 paper and 3 dice if you are playing solo. You will need 1 more dice if you play with more players. It goes up to 4, but since today we are playing solo game, that's actually all that you're gonna see here. So yeah, what this game is about, it's about rolling these dice, and then you have, out of 3 of them, you have to choose 2 of them. You will add the numbers together and you will write them in the corresponding space, and then you will move on a map depending where you wrote them. So if I decide to use this coachman guy, I need to go from lower to bigger numbers constantly, so I can start with 12. I automatically have sealed him off for any further use. And coachman, as you can see, he can go over mountains and over these meadow spaces. And we have adventurer that needs to start with the low numbers and progressively go bigger and then lower again. Then the second mountain, you can start with any number, doesn't have to be the same as this one. And again, you have to go with the lower and go a bigger number, and then again lower numbers, up, left and right. And we have the merchant. The merchant just requires you to put like any number that you like. If I use, let's say for example 4, I will just find the column 4 and put it anywhere over here. Now if I cross off any of these spaces, it's fine. If I cross off, of course I'll come back to that later. We have a sailor. Sailor just needs for you to use the 2 same numbers, so I need to use at least 2 3s or maybe 2 number 2s. The numbers just have to be the same. And of course you notice that there's like some gems and some monsters on the board, on these spaces. That just means once I put the number here, there's also needs to be a monster with that number that I will put in here, and monsters will be negative points at the end of the game, while gems are going to be positive points at the end of the game, and you want to collect them as more as you can. Now the merchant works a little bit different. The merchant, you just cross off the space, and when you cross off the space with the monster in this section, you just need to roll 1 d6 dice. That's why we are going to use this green one, and you just need to roll it, and you roll it, and that's the monster negative. For example, this one would be 1, and I would just put 1 in the monster space, and that is that. Otherwise, there's also some shields that let you re-roll the dice, and there's also some blue gems that you can collect. Those shields and blue gems you collect on a map, and blue gems, actually, when you complete the full row or column, you get the treasure roll, and you roll just 1 d6, but now you can use a double blue gem just for this roll, to increase your winnings. And the game ends in one of the 2 ways. If you visit every town in a game, the game ends, and the other solution is to have cross off 3 missed rolls. That means that you rolled something and you were unable to use those dice in any combination. And of course, while you are moving on a board, you can never cross your own path or just hit cross it or go backtrack it. So every space on a board can be visited only once. That's really important to remember. And to start the game, we need to roll off, and we need to figure out where are we starting. So we have spaces 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. That's the town. One of these 2 towns is where we are going to be starting. So let's see what it is. Okay, so it's 4, which means we are starting in this town. I'm just going to circle it like this, just so I can see it more clearly. I hope you are seeing it good enough. And so we start. We just now take the 3 dice, we roll them, and we get a 1, a 2, and that's really nice roll. Now, my initial idea, I had never played this game so far. I actually am playing it for the first time now because I wanted you to, usually when I'm filming these videos, I like to play the game for the first time on camera so you can see all the doubts you might have or something like that regarding the game itself, you know. Oh, so it's like super easy for beginners, or oh, this is not like a beginner game, stuff like that. So my line of thinking is, every time I get a small number, like little numbers, I would start with the coachman if possible, because I really want to, you know, fully use him, because this last gem is ×2, which is really awesome. So if I put 12 in here, for example, this would be ×2, which means 24 points for me, which is actually pretty good. So he can go over mountains and meadows, and there is a mountain over here. But the problem is that these spaces, you can't travel over them. There is no way. So I could go over here, maybe look for doubles to use the sailor to hit this city. Or maybe even go over these gems and then hit this city. That would be, these gems are really important. So I'll just start like that. I'll use this 2 and 1. So it will be a 3, and I will use him. And just I will move from this space to this space over here, and that is that. Let's continue rolling and see what happens. Another 3, and since this one says equal or higher, that means that I can again use number 3, but I really don't need it actually. Or do I? Maybe go for this city because it's like far away. So yeah, I'm just gonna go. So now what I can do on my next turn is continue the path that I'm currently going on, or I can start a new path, you know, trying to find a new city. So I'm just gonna start a new path going over here and hope for the best. So that's another 3, and see how it goes. Okay, so now we have some bigger numbers, and I kind of don't like that. And there's no doubles, so we can't go over the sea. Now we have to go to the merchant, I believe, because all the spaces that I currently can visit are either green or yellow, like the desert spaces, you know, and that corresponds with adventurer or merchant. And the green space now is only merchant or adventurer. So yeah, or green space coach. Yeah, I can use them, all of them, but this is like a big jump from 3 to 7, and I don't want a monster 7. I want monster 3 or 4. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with the merchant, and I'm going to cross off. I'm going to use 8. I'm just going to use 8 and cross off, because in this line this is like 8. So all of these can be either 8 or 5 depending how I look at it. So I'm just going to cross it off like this and move on a green spaces once. So I'm going to go over here. So I'm going for this city, and I'm just now thinking maybe I should go over the shield and then over here. We'll have to figure it out as we go. Okay, let's go. Ooh, 2 5s. That's something I like, because 5 and 5 is 10. So I'm just gonna put 10 over here and move on this water space like so. And let's continue playing. Oh, this dice was kind of stuck. And we have a 2 6s, unfortunately. That's not good. But what I can do is I can use 10, and I will cross off this space to use merchant with my 10 to go over here, because I was in a rush a little bit and I didn't think through what I'm doing. But yeah, come on, give me some smaller numbers. What is this? So I have either 8 or 10, and those are all big numbers, which means I'll have to employ merchant with the 8 to cross off this space and move over here. Let's go and pick up this town, because as soon as I get another town, I will get some more. Okay, so this is 2. I will have some more options, you know, to spread around and stuff like that. Okay, let's see, what can we do here? We have a small number, we have a number 3. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna start using these mountain spaces. So I'm gonna use this 3 to start a mountain, and I'm gonna go over this mountain to this city. And I completely disregarded this thing over here. I forgot about it. We'll have to see. Maybe in a future turns. My god, these dice are a little bit bigger, too big for this type of dice tower, so but it'll have to do. Okay, so now we have 6, or we have an 8, possibly 10, and for that, since this is yellow, we need to figure out if we want to use 10. Okay, I'll use the 6, so I'll just cross off this thing over here. I will avoid monsters on this board, on this type, on this merchant as much as possible, and we reach this town over here. So that's that, another X for us on a town, so we reached our second town, which is pretty good. And let's continue rolling. A 5 and a 5, but unfortunately I'm not even close to the water right now. I have to do something regarding that. So okay, nothing for that so far. So this is this is not good actually. I don't like this at all. Okay, I'm gonna put 8 here, and I'm going to go on this mountain because I want to pick up this gem. So I'm gonna go on this mountain, and then I'm going to circle around to this city, and then go for the up city, for this city, then for this city, stuff like that. So this city I'm gonna branch from and see if that works for us. And ooh, double ones, that's actually pretty good, but I need like a bigger number than 8. Or I could use, so there's no 2 on a merchant, or 12, which means these rolls are not for merchants. I can't put it here because it has to be same or bigger number. Actually I did, right now I rolled like a bad number. I can't use this number anywhere. I mean, I can. See why this is bad. Doubles, I'm not near the water. I mean, I am near this water, but I really don't want to use it because the sailor only has 4 spaces, so you have to be like super careful how you want to do it, and you can't branch your travels. So I can't like start, go over here and then go over here, you know. I can't branch, I have to go in a single line. So my god. And the thing is, the 7 or 2 is nowhere on a merchant board, which means I can't do that. 7 I can put over here. I can't put it over here because it has to be a bigger number, but jump from 3 to 7 and have monster 7 is not actually pretty good, but I need to use it. So yeah, unfortunately it needs to be, oh, but I don't want to do that. Or yeah, on the mountains and pick up this one. Yeah, okay, that's what we had to do. So it's 7 and the monster is 7, and we go over here and we pick up this thing, which will we will just circle over here, not over there. So yeah, and we just picked up a, oh my god, but I put 7 over here, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, now I completely blocked off myself from this space. Oh, okay, I'm not. If I put 7, 7, if I put the same number multiple times, I could still be able to do it. Now I'm going to use this 7 to go over here, and I get this gem, which means I get 7 on this gem. And since I use 7, I will move to this town, and I will pick up my 3rd town, which is actually pretty good. I'm actually going with somewhere with this, so I like it. I like it. Okay, we need a little bit bigger number. Oh my god, come on, what is this number? It's 1. Ah, small numbers, we don't like those, but still I'm gonna use them. So that's 3 and 1, that's 4. So we are going to cross off this space, and we are going to move over here and pick up another blue gem. So once the merchant is fully used, we're gonna have some nice points. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm gonna use 9 because the 9 on this gem, that's 9 points. That's actually pretty good. But where will I move with this 9? Nowhere actually. I don't need that right now. So okay, so we are abandoning that. Or I could actually use it. I could actually use it. Let me just see. No. I could use number 8, yeah, to go to track back over here, then go over here, but I'm not really sure if I'm waiting for doubles, you know, to go over the water over here, but maybe that realistically is not going to happen. So I'm just going to use 8, 6 and a 2. So I'm just going to use 8 and go over here and hope for the better number next time. Let's say 12. I get 12 2 6s, you know, for the mountains. It's 8 and I need 9 to get on the mountain up here so I can get to this city, which means I can use 8 for the coachman, but that's not good. I'm using too much of the coachman, and I'm afraid that at one point this is not going to be enough. But I'm stuck, I have to do that, so what can you do? So I will use 8, 5 and a 3 to go over here and visit this city, so that's another city visited. And now I have to lean heavily on a merchant for these green spaces. I really don't want to use coachman for the green spaces because my merchant is really underused at this point, and I can't seem to roll above 8 for the love of me. Okay, so we are going to use number 7. There is no 7, so there's a 6. So I'll use number 6 to continue moving from this city. And where would I move? Should I pick up this city and then go from this city over here and then down here, or just go around here to pick up this city? So that's like, these rolls, these are really needed. Where can I use these rerolls for? Shields. Monster or treasure, one gem to double. Okay, so shields can only be used to reroll these treasure and monster rolls, which I haven't had any so far, but when I will have them, I can use shields to reroll dice, or I can use gems if it's a gem roll to no, I can just use gem to double it, but I can also use shield to reroll this treasure roll, you know, for if I, for some strange reason I get a low number, I can do that and I can use it multiple times. But I'm just looking now, what's the best course of action? Should I go like this? I don't know, like this maybe? Or maybe even like this, you know, zigzag to the city to pick up all of these things, because I really want to pick up everything on the map. Okay, so I'm going to use 6 on my merchant, that's for sure, and cross off this space. And I'm going to go straight forward, straight up. Then I'm going to decide if I'm going to do like this, or am I going to go like this and then from this town maybe. I don't know, something will happen. I'm not sure what and how yet, so we'll have to see. But finally, I rolled a bigger number, which means my adventurer can be finally put to good use. So I'm going to use a 9. Yeah, 9, that's not that good, but still. And I get a gem that's worth 9 points. And then I will go onto the mountain space. Yeah, I will go onto the mountain space and I will pick this gem up, because soon this is going to be all filled up and I'm going to be needing double rolls. So this one was a 3 And 6 and 2, the dice just kicked it. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, we have doubles. We have doubles, which means we could go easily to pick this down, just this space and then these two spaces, and we have this down, and we can work our way to this town down here. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to. Oh no! Wait. Okay, so that would be. I could now use it, you know, my travels to go over here and pick this town, but then this town is completely cut off. I can go over the mountains. I can't use or go different ways for on my travels. So yeah, unfortunately, that's not good for us right now. But a 6 is really good, you know, to move on a yellow space. And I can even use a merchant for that. So I'm just gonna go with a 6 over here. If I get low numbers, I can then get a low monster over here. So I'm just gonna use a 6 and move over here, because I need to do that, because I want to pick up town. So this was a stupid thing to do. I should have gone this way and then circle around, but what can you do? Okay, so yeah, we picked the gem. We go now over here and pick up this town, maybe this thing, but for now we can work our way. Oh, this is going to be really fun thing to manage to pick up. No low numbers for this monster, so we have to look somewhere else. Okay, this monster is going to be 9. This is going to hurt. I could have him 8, but right now I'm thinking about, yeah, I'm going to use it as a 9. So we have another 9 monster. And we go and into this town. So we pick up this town. And that means that there's only 3 towns left to finish the game before I run out of miss rolls and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Ooh, so I could put a 5 over here. That could work, but that's a 5 monster. Right now I have treasure and monsters all the same. 7-9, 7-9, that's not good. I really want to like do some better rolls, but my treasure rolls could be really good. Okay, let's see what we have over here and what can be done with these. I will employ my merchant with the 5, right? And then I will just start going over here from the city. I will start a new route and see. Let's see what happens. And there's 2, and there's 4, and there is a 1. And what can we do with that? And if you are hearing some strange noises, again, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, I think I did. There is a huge storm going on outside right now, so that's fun. Okay, so yeah, let's see. What can we do with these? Oh, so we have low numbers. We have actually a number 3, a monster with number 3, and we can move either on a mountain space or on a yellow space like this desert space. So I'm gonna start building another route over here for the city down here, and let's see how that works for us. And this was a 1, this is a 6, and this is another 6. My god, I really shouldn't have used this dice tower for this big dice, chunky dice. I could have just used like a normal dice tray, but it is what it is. We're not going to change it now. Okay, so we have doubles, which I actually like. I'm going to use them. So it's 12, and I'm going to use them to cross over this water and into this town, possibly. Let's try and roll them just one by one. Yeah, that works better. So that's how we are going to roll from now on. Okay, so I could use these 2 as a 5 and cross off a monster roll. And also get a treasure roll. And I have a double treasure roll, which is actually pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to use these 2 as a 5 to enter into this city and collect this city. So only 2 cities now left. But I now have to roll for a monster roll and a treasure roll. So first we're gonna go for a monster roll, and it's a 2. I'm gonna keep it. Monster of level 2 is really good. I mean, I have to keep it. I don't have any re-rolls. They are strategically placed to get you away from the route, which is really nice. So let's see. Oh, I have a 3 for a treasure roll, and I will double it. Why not? I will double it and get a 6 on a treasure. So that is that. So I'm gonna cross off that treasure roll. It's done. And let's continue. Let's see if we can. A 1, a 6, and a 2. We need small numbers to start the mountains, and I need to like go for this city. So yeah, let's use that. Okay, so this will be a 3. Even though these numbers don't have to be the same, they are right now. So, and I move over here with this 3. Let's continue rolling. Oh, I said I will roll one by one, but we get another doubles, which means I could pick up this gem worth 6 points, but I really don't want to go over here because then I'm stuck. I can't go over to the city or anything. So yeah, that's not going to happen. But what I can do is I can use my 5 to climb the mountain and visit this city. And I will do that. 5 is, I think, okay for the monster. And we will just go into this town. And we now have only one town left to visit. It's this one, and then the game is over. But before that, I really want to pick up gems, especially this double one. If I can get to it, I think I will try and get to it once I get like big rolls. For example, like this one. So we have a 9, and I will use that 9 to move over here on this space with the coachman. And now let's see if we can. Oh, but I can also go from this city to pick up this city because I could possibly set myself up for the water space. So many choices in this game, you know. How do you want to set everything up? And these treasure rolls, I should have definitely been more brave. But I can always use a 3 or a 9. So if I roll a 3, or because this monster is already crossed off for extra treasure roll, so I think I will definitely do that. Come on, are you serious? Another 3. So I have another. Of course, now I roll small numbers. I would wish for 12 over here or something like that. And a 6 or a 4 in this case is not working for me at all. But I guess I'll have to use it. And I will use it in a way that you will not believe. I will use a 4 to cross off this space to go a little bit closer to the end city over here. And come on, big numbers, not 1. I need bigger numbers. That's right, 5 and double ones. So that's not good. That's something I don't like. And 9, or even maybe if I got a 3, I could cross off this space, but no spaces for me. What can I do? I could go for a gem 6, which I absolutely don't want to do. So I'm just gonna go for a 6 merchant over here and then move on this space right over here. And I'm really near the end of the game. I guess I'll try to stall it a little bit because I want to collect some more gems, you know. Come on, give me another big number. I think we are near the end, so I'm not sure if should I delay a little bit more. I think I want to do it, but you know, I really want to hit that coachman, this double gem. I really want to do that, so I'm just going to use this 8 to collect this gem number 8 and use it for a mountain space and move it over here like so. And now let's hope for some bigger numbers. Come on, a 3, A 6. That's actually pretty good. That's 9. But let's roll another 6. Let's roll. Ah. So that's a 9. I could finish the game now, get 18 points on this gem, or I could use a 9 and go from this thing over here, you know, and get some treasures locked in. Let's do like that. Let's gamble a little bit more and just for this double gem to collect it like for a big number. So right now I'm going to use my 9 and I'm going to cross off this space, which will trigger this treasure roll to move from this city over here to this city over here. Oh no. Oh, okay, I already punched it in. There's no going back, but I should definitely use this town, maybe collect this reroll or this reroll, but it's done. I already punched it in, so let's hope for the bigger number. Big number. It's a 1. 1 times 2. Should I double it? I mean, it's just 1. Yeah, but when will I again ever do another roll? You know, maybe one more time I'll have the roll, so I'm just gonna double it and just punch in 2. So that was most unfortunate roll. And now let's see if we can get some bigger numbers to collect. Okay, so it's 10, so that's actually pretty good for the last number. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna punch in here 10, which means this gem is times 2, which means this gem is 20 actually. That's pretty good. And I will move from this point to this point, which means I have visited my last city and the game is over and we now have to collect our points. And let's see how many towns have we visited. We visited all 8 towns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 5, that's 40. And oh, I forgot the longest route. The longest route that we can track from how is the longest route tracked? Let me just quickly check out really. 3 points for each town in their longest continuous routes. Oh, okay, so I just find one big route and see how big it is, and I get 3 points for each of the cities. So I would say that it is this route that goes over here like so, and it connects 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities, which means this is like 15 points for that. And treasures are a plus, so I get, let me just take a calculator for this one, because calculating out loud in English is not something that I'm good at. So plus 6 plus 8 plus 2 plus 20. Oh, it's 52. That's, I would say, a good number. And monsters, it's 26. Okay, that's half of it. And my total, now all of these added together and subtract for monsters. Oh, wait, just a second, I had some leftover numbers. Plus 15 plus 52, and it's minus 26. And my total score for this game is 81 point. And now we go to this score. And I guess for solo play, the only thing that, oh no, wait, for solo play, add up your total treasure values and deduct your total monster. Total towns and longest route are not scored during solo play. That's why I immediately looked 56 plus legend. So I was thinking like, okay, so I didn't play by the rules. Okay, so for the solo game, we don't look at for the solo play, total towns and the longest route is not scored. So total town and the longest route is not. So just 52 minus 26. So 52 minus 26. Let me just, I'm bad at math in English. So it's actually 26. It's half of that. So it's my score, because this is a solo play, is not 81. It's actually 26. And 26 is actually loss. Less than 41 is loss. 41 to 45 is victory. So I lost actually, and I lost badly because I was like halfway to the victory. Okay, but yeah, still had fun. So this is Wayfarer's Tale, a way more challenging game than I initially thought. As I said, this is my first ever time playing it. So this is my first ever time that I play this game, and I could have definitely done some things better. You really have to collect like gems on the bigger numbers and really have monsters on lower numbers. Like this coachman definitely needs like small numbers all the way through and then just go and jump big. So numbers like, but unfortunately I rolled lower numbers later when I already put 7 in here. So that's not good. You actually need to like start with 2 or 3 because that's the lowest you can go, and just cross off as many times as you can, and you need to really catch these as a 12 or something like that. My treasure rolls were awful, darn awful. But yeah, this is as I said, a Wayfarer's Tale, but a condensed smaller version of it. The main game will have way more stuff going on, way more things going on. This is just so you get a feel of the game, so to say. And yeah, that's Wayfarer's Tale. If you want to support this Kickstarter, there are links in the description down below, of course, where you can find it and check it out for yourself if you like it. And I'll definitely check it out because I definitely like what I saw, and I can't wait to see what will the full game look like. So that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for commenting on these videos, for shares, for support on Patreon. Because everything you do for this channel, you know, support me in any way. I just pour everything I earn from views for Patreon, I just pour back into the channel, buying new better equipment for better videos. For example, this one is 4K video because my Patreons and years saving money, I get to buy 4K camera. So yeah, that is that. Thank you for all your support, I truly mean it, and until next time, pozdrav.